Hey, shalom. Hi, shalom. Shalom, this shalom, Akia, and Aquatia. Yeah. You can come back in about a couple hours. I'm doing a class here right now. All right. Sure. All right. We're gonna start today's class. Lucky for starting so late, but we're gonna get it in nonetheless. All right. Go to I think it's Mark. Go to Mark. Let's start off at Mark 7. Let's see. So that's where I want to start first. All right. Give me Mark 7.
Verse 1.
Start at 13. All right.
Mark chapter 7 and verse 13.
Uh-huh.
Making the word of God of none effect.
Sorry, Matthew 7. Matthew 7. All right.
And 13.
Yes.
Come.
Matthew 7, verse 13.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Enter ye into the straight gate.
So the Bible is saying what?
Enter ye into the straight gate.
The Bible is saying to enter ye into the straight gate, man. That's what the Bible is saying. Enter ye into the straight gate. Why is it saying that? Right? Read on.
For wide is the gate,
mm-hmm.
and broad is the way.
Uh-huh. Go ahead.
That leadeth to destruction.
That leadeth to destruction. You understand? It say what? Read one more time. Start it over again so they can hear you properly. So they know that, you know what I mean, whether there's any truth or not.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Enter ye at the straight gate.
Enter ye at the straight gate.
For wide is the gate, and broad is the way
mm-hmm.
that leadeth to destruction.
And broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. You understand? The Bible is telling you what to do, like what gate to enter in. You just can't enter into any and any gate. I mean, you just can't go into any and any religion, any and any church. You understand? Any and any school. You can't do that. It's telling you to enter into the straight gates. Right? Read on. Take your time.
And many there be which go in thereat.
And many what?
Many there be which go in thereat.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way.
So straight is the gate and what?
Narrow is the way. And
narrow is the way. You understand? Think about a path you're taking, right? The Bible is saying that path that you're supposed to be on is what? Narrow. You understand? You see, once you enter in that gate, that path is what? It's narrow. All right? And it's narrow for a reason. You understand? The Christian church on the other side, on the flip side, is what? That their path is what? Wide. Right? Why is ours, when you I.S.U.P.K, why is it narrow? You understand? Why is the Bible saying that straight gate is narrow? The only gate you could enter to be in the truth, I'm telling straight up, is the I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
Ain't no getting around it.
Right.
You understand? I'm gonna tell you straight up. Your Christian church ain't of the Most High. Put it that way. You understand? Let me be politically, not politically, but let me be correct with what I'm saying. You understand? Read one more time from the top.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction, and many there be which go in therein. Verse 14.
Right? So many go in there and read on.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life. For
straight is the gate and what?
Narrow is the way that leadeth unto life.
That leadeth unto life. You understand? You're in the UPK, you're in the right place. But there's a way, there's a special type of person that is going to take to be in the UPK. You understand? Someone in the UPK, you're going to have to be what? On that narrow path. You understand? The Christian church on wide, because the Christian church ain't stopping you from doing what? From doing anything the Lord says not to do. But you come into the school, you better follow everything the Lord say to do. You understand? All right. So tell me where you're at right now.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 14 in the middle.
Okay, read on.
And few there be that find it. That's the end.
And what?
And few there be that find it.
And the Bible is saying, who's speaking there? Is that written in red in your Bible? Or you're not too sure?
Pull it up on something.
All right, is where we at? Mark.
Matthew.
Sorry, Matthew
7 and verse 14.
7 and 14, right?
Cancel at the end.
All right. All right. All of this is written in red, which lets you know that what? It's coming out of Christ's own mouth. You understand? It's coming out of Christ's own mouth. Letting you know what? Again, it's straight from his mouth. You understand? So read it one more time.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 13. Enter ye in at the straight gate. For wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leadeth to destruction. And broad is the way that leadeth to what? Destruction. To destruction. You understand? Broad is that way that leadeth to destruction, man. You understand? You go into the Christian church, you are going to be destroyed. You go into any other Hebrew Israelite, you go join those purple niggas or those, that purple camp, you are going to be destroyed by the Lord. Right. You understand? You go join JMS or these other, Hebrew Israelite group, the Lord is coming for you. You understand? Okay. You go join a church, you go be an Anglican or a Presbyterian, whatever, the Lord is going to come for you. You understand? Read on. And many there be which go in thereat. Verse 14.
And many go in thereat. Because the gate is what? It's wide. Ain't nobody stopping you from what? Eating pork. If you were saying we could have eat pork, you know how much people would have been up in this, up in here? Right. You understand? Okay. If we had say interracial marriages is okay, you know how much people would have been up in here? You understand? Okay. But this part is what? Narrow. Okay. We obeys all the laws of the Most High, every last one. You understand?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Verse 14. Because straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life.
Straight is the what?
The gate. And narrow is the way.
And narrow is the way
which leadeth unto life.
Which leadeth unto life. You understand? Which leadeth unto life. You have to understand that. You want life, you have to stay on which part? The straight and what?
Narrow.
The straight and narrow part. You understand? And that's you joining the. You understand? That's the only way that's going to go down good for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the only way. All right? Read on.
And few there be that find it.
And few be that find it. You want then why there's so much people in the Christian church and so few of us in the truth? Read it again.
And few there be that find it.
Few be there that find it. You understand? That's Christ, out of Christ's mouth. Right? Read on.
Verse 15. Beware of false prophets.
Bible is saying what? Beware of false prophet. One thing you have to do, beware of false prophet. You understand? Who's a false prophet? Bible explains to you who's a false prophet. Tells you, right? Read on.
Which come to you in sheep's clothing.
Right, so it's describing how what a false prophet is going to come to you. In what?
In sheep's clothing.
Is Christ saying literally in sheep clothing? But it look what?
Why?
And harmless.
Come.
You know what I mean? A sheep looks like it can't harm you for nothing. You know what I mean? You gonna break into the house and a sheep is there, he's just gonna bad, whatever. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna harm you or do nothing to you. You understand? So it looks like if he ain't gonna do nothing to you. But read on.
But inwardly, they are revealing wolves. Ravening wolves.
Ravening wolves. You understand? You understand? That explains your preacher, your pastor. You know what I mean? Your pastor, your preacher, your deacon, whoever. You understand? That explains them. That shows who they are. You understand? They have on sheep clothing, that suit and that tie. You understand? The Bible called gay clothing. You have on that gay clothing, and what? It appears as if you're dangerous.
Right.
But if they know your record of how many kids you molest, you know what I mean? How many sisters you molest, how many brothers you molest, you understand? Inwardly they're what?
Ravening wolves.
You understand? If they only know how filthy you are when it comes to greedy you are when it comes to money. You understand? They would know that you are what?
A ravening wolf.
A false prophet.
Come.
You understand?
Come.
Right, read on.
Verse 16. Ye shall know them by their fruits.
You shall what?
Ye shall know them by their fruits.
You are going to know them by, you understand? How I know the Christian church ain't the house of God? Read. You shall what?
You shall know them by their fruits.
You're going to know them by their fruits. You understand? That's how you know the Christian church is not the house of God.
Right.
You understand? All the molestation taking place. The pastor sleeping with a brother wife in there. You know what I mean? We got all the records on these churches, man, and all the things they're doing. Just like with the Catholic Church, with a scandal or whatever that came out, with them molesting, with those 300 priests molesting over thousands of kids. You understand? And have their codes on how and who, you understand, who to molest. You understand? You should know them by what?
By you shall know them by their fruits.
By their fruits. You understand? And the fruits in the Christian church, what did the Christian church produce? Number one, right now on the list, what they're producing? Go ahead. Homosexuals. You understand? The woman doesn't even know her place in the Christian church. She want to what? She want to teach. She want to stand up and teach, testify, whatever garbage you be saying in these churches. You understand?
Come.
Like the Bible explains to you, man. It's what to look for. And Christ saying to what? Beware of what?
Beware of false prophets.
Read on.
Which come to you as in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Read on.
Verse 16. You shall know them by their fruits.
Read
Do
on.
men gather grapes of thorns, or fig, or thistles?
Right. So Christ now going into explaining more for you. Right? He explained more. He breaking it all the way down for you now. You understand? Would you go and gather what? Thorn?
Gather grapes of thorns.
Grapes of thorns. Figs.
Of thistles.
Like you going to do that? Right, read on.
Verse 17. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit.
And Christ is telling you, every good tree bringeth forth what?
Good fruit.
Good fruit. You understand? Every good tree bringeth forth what?
Good fruit.
Good fruit. You understand? And the good tree to be in as well, in the UPK.
Damn right.
You understand? In the UPK, in the I.S.U.P.K. Anyway, read on.
But a corrupt tree.
But a what?
A corrupt tree.
A corrupt tree. You understand? That's everything outside of the UPK.
Right.
Those are what? Corrupt trees. You understand? And what do corrupt trees bring forth? Bringeth
forth evil fruit.
Evil fruits. You understand? That's what a corrupt tree is going to bring forth. You understand? In the UPK, here we practice brotherhood to the fullest. You understand? You practice it to the fullest every day. And if you don't do it, you bet your bottom dollar. There is an officer, there is a trooper, there is somebody out there who's going to check you on it in this school. If you ain't bringing that brotherhood out every day, you know what I mean, in this school. You understand? I can't say that for the Christian church.
Right.
I can't say that for anybody who's outside of the UPK. You understand? Because I see how you treat each other out there. You understand? Read on.
Verse 18. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit.
A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. Read on.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit.
Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth what?
Good fruit.
Good fruits. You understand what I'm saying? Like that's Christ right there, man.
Right.
You understand? Like he breaking it all the way down for you. You want to be part? You want to be part of this truth, man? You want to be down in this truth? You got to do what the Lord telling you to do here, what Christ telling you to do here.
Right.
All right. Any more?
Verse 19. You want me to read verse 19?
Go ahead.
Verse 19. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down.
Is what?
Hewn down.
What does it mean to be hewn down? Go ahead.
Cut down.
Means to be cut down. You understand? Like it's going to be cut down. Like the Lord, like Christ in Christ, he given it to you. Right?
Okay.
So I believe Tamar asks, what are some of the things that contributes to the way being broad that leads to destruction? Some of the things, one, as you say, this school was built on brotherhood. Without brotherhood, you know what I mean, you for sure going to be caught up in the world.
Right.
And what some of the things that don't lead to that destruction? Your love for money, your love for white women, for white men. You understand? What it is? Your lust. You understand? Whatever you're lusting for, weed, cigarettes, you name it, drugs, right? All these things will contribute to you being on what? On that what? On that broad path. Because in the Christian church, you could do these things and still what? Think you're what? Until think you're saved. You understand? And the major thing that leads to the path is money. What happened to Judas? Was Judas in the truth? Right? Was Judas in the truth? Was he always in the truth? He wasn't always in the truth. All right? He was there when Christ did some miracles. He was there. You understand? Now you're going to learn today what, okay, we will get into some of the things that would contribute to you going in the direction. You know what I mean? So let me see. We are 20.
We're going to 20 now.
All right, finish 20.
No, 19. We finish 19.
Okay, go to read 19.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7, and verse 19. Every tree that bringeth not good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Verse 20. Therefore, by their fruits ye shall know them.
Read on.
Verse 21. Not everyone that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Right? Not everyone who say, Lord, Lord, shall what?
enter into the kingdom of heaven.
Shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. All right, read on.
But he that doeth the will of my Father, which is in heaven.
But he that doeth the will that is in heaven. I mean, you got some Christian saying, yeah, well, we do the will of the Father. No, you don't.
Right.
You understand? That's why he's saying not everybody will say what?
Lord, Lord.
Lord, Lord. You understand? All these Christians, they have a ton of songs of a Lord this, Lord that, Lord everything.
Right.
You understand? But when it comes to eating pork, boy, you better not say nothing. You understand? Where you at right now?
Verse 22, I don't.
On.
Verse 22.
No, let's go to let's go to skip me back up to Luke. Not Luke.
Matthew.
Let's go to 1 Corinthians. No, Revelation 3. Let's go to Revelation 3 and 11. All right. You have any questions? Let's type it into the YouTube. All right.
Ready?
Come on.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast.
All right. So in the book of Revelation here, right? John the Revelator, he having these visions and he wrote these things down. And he said what? Read.
Verse 11. Behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast.
So go ahead.
That no man take thy crown.
That no man take thy crown. You understand? Hold fast to what you learn and hear in the truth, man.
Right.
Hold fast to what you learn and hear in all these classes in the I.S.U.P.K. on the command and GEN.YAHANNA. You understand? And let no man take your what?
Your crown. Thy crown.
Your crown. You understand? Don't let no man take your crown, man. Don't let nobody come and throw you off your game. You understand? Nobody come and spit no game to you and try and fool you and tell you, yo, the UPK ain't the place to be. You understand? Because you get to see what's going on in their house. You will not even take counsel from them.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
Verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God.
Read that one more time.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make Salakia, a pillar in the temple of my God.
So what is that saying? Anybody on the YouTube? What is that saying there? Give a minute again. What is that saying? All right, this do my favor. Pass me that blue bag right there. All right. No, blue bag. Yeah. All right. Read it one more time.
The book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 12. Him that overcometh will I make a pillar in the temple of my God. Read on. And he shall go no more out, and I will write upon him the name of my God.
All right. They say comet, right? Overcome it what? Come on. All right. He that overcometh sin. All right. Read on. Yes. Those that stay in the truth will get the kingdom. Yes. Right. But for you to be in the kingdom, for you to stay in the truth, you have to overcome what?
Sin.
Sin. You understand? You ought to stop it. You understand? As Christ said, be what?
Perfect.
Perfect. Heaven is perfect. You understand? All right. Come on.
And the name of the city of my God, which is New Jerusalem.
And the name of the city of my God, which is what?
New Jerusalem.
Which is New Jerusalem. You understand? It's giving you basically a prophecy, right? Read on.
Which cometh down out of heaven from my God, and I will write upon him my new name.
My new name, right? Meaning what? Give it a what? When you say name, what should come to your mind? What ring should come to your mind?
Reputation.
Yes. All right. Get that new reputation. You understand? Now you'll be what? Shining. It's on and popping. Right? Right. You know, I say when Christ returns, what's gonna happen? You're gonna go up, and what is gonna be a change, gonna be what? In a what? Twinkling of an eye. You understand? You're gonna come back down here and it's gonna be on. Right? Read on.
Verse 13. He that have an ear, let him hear.
He that have a what?
He that have an ear, let him hear.
He that have an ear, let him hear. Right? Meaning he that have a what? An understanding. Let him hear what's being said here right now. Read.
Let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. Verse 14. And unto the angel of the church of the Silaki, what's the word that one?
Yes, sir. Sardis. Yeah, what? Laodicean.
Laodicean. Right. These things saith Amen. Amen. The faithful and the truth witness the beginning of the creation of God.
All right, read on.
Verse 15. I know thy works. Thou art neither cold nor hot.
What is he saying?
I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
So he's saying he know your works, and you what? You need a what?
Cold nor hot.
You need a cold nor hot. You understand? To be in this shoot, what you have to be, we're gonna find out.
Hot.
You gotta be as hot. Hot as what? A fire, whatever. You just gotta be what? Hot. And he's saying here, he know what?
I know thy works, that thou art neither hot, cold, nor hot.
Say you neither cold nor hot. Read on.
I would thou wert cold nor hot. Verse 16.
No. Come on.
What is the word?
We could look it up. All right. Meaning he would rather you, but let's look it up and let's make sure. All right. W-E-R-T. All right. You're gonna get it. Just in the Christian church. You know what I mean? We're gonna get it. All right.
Word. Archaic. That's what it says. Second person singular. That's all it has.
Right. So it's basically he's saying he would rather you. Right. He would rather you be. Yeah. He would rather you. He would rather you do what? Be what?
Cold. I'm hot.
Read it.
I would thou wert cold or hot. Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm.
Okay, so now what we have to understand is this. What does it mean to be cold? We know what hot means. All right. Or I should say let's get it all the way. All right. Cold and hot. All right. What does that mean? All right. Give me cold first. What does it mean to be cold? Anybody? Facebook, YouTube. All right. Somebody say holy, angry. No. Give me what cold means. All right. Just get my plate. Come on. Who got shot at it?
Cool.
Yeah, come on.
Cool is that you're not really doing the works of the Most High.
No heart, no confidence. No, Rona. Yan Lawana. Not following the Lord's statutes. You're close, but not really. What does it mean to be cold?
You're not in the truth. You don't have the truth.
Okay. Yeah, but then what would lukewarm mean?
It means you in the truth, but you're still being in part of the world.
Close. Once you understand what cold means, basically you're gonna have it. You're gonna understand what lukewarm is. You're gonna understand somebody who's lukewarm. But you have to understand what cold means first. Producing no fruit for the truth. When something is cold, what is it? When somebody's cold, what we normally say happen to them. You touch a person,
They heartless.
Or
in temperature, you mean?
Yeah, temperature.
They're sick.
Or they dead. Right? Let's just get on that part now, right? So this person, right? A person that is cold, right? Think about it this way, right? At one point in time, each one of us was cold. All right. I basically give you it. Yes, them are dead, right? I basically give you it. So now you have to explain to me what cold is. What does it mean to be cold? Describe a brother who is cold. All right, come on.
Dead in the truth.
You know what?
You don't have the knowledge of the truth.
No, you're getting on it. All right. You may not have heard what I.S. said, but he said you don't have the knowledge of the truth, right? Yes, not in the truth, but it's more so. Don't think or think about it this way: somebody who's cold or to the truth is somebody who basically who does not know any better. You understand what I'm saying? Like some brothers don't know that it's wrong to eat what? Pork. Some of us really don't know that it's wrong to be smoking. They think, smoking is, it's God sent. You understand? That weed is God sent. When it's wrong to smoke. You understand? Where are you going to learn that what is right from what is wrong? Only when you walk through these doors of the U.P.K, you're gonna learn the correct way. You should learn and what you should do and what you should not do.
Right.
You understand? In the U.P.K, you're gonna learn right from wrong. You understand? Most of us grew up our whole life not knowing what's right and what's wrong in the sight of the Most High. And a person who is cold, he knows no better. You understand? A person who is hot, you also say he's in the truth, meaning he knows what?
Better.
He knows better. Person who in the truth, he knows better, meaning what? He knows the truth.
Right.
He knows right from wrong. You understand? He knows the laws of the Lord. He know if you break the law, what's going to happen if you do break the laws of the Lord. You understand what I'm saying? But a person who is cold, he doesn't know anything whatsoever. He doesn't know right from wrong. He have no knowledge of right from wrong. You understand? He does not know better. Right? Now, read it again. Started where you stopped at?
I stopped at verse 16.
All right.
Read from verse 15.
Yeah, read from verse 15.
Revelations chapter 3 and verse 15. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot.
Yes, Rana. Worldly brothers. Right. Go ahead.
I would thou wert cold or hot.
Right. He would rather hear cold or hot, meaning not knowing what the truth. He rather hear not know the truth or what? Knowing the truth. Okay. I want to just say knowing the truth. That sounds a little too Christian. Right? I mean, you have to do what the Lord said to do. That person who's hot have to do what the Lord's statutes and commandments. You understand what I'm saying? He has to be following the laws. You understand? That's somebody who's hot. That's somebody who's here in the work, in other words. Right? Read on.
Verse 16. So then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of thy mouth.
Now,
my mouth.
A lukewarm, tell me or describe to me a lukewarm person. Since we know what cold is, we know what hot is. All right, come on.
Someone who knows better but does not do better.
Very good. That's hitting the nail on the head. All right. For those of you who heard what the brother said, I said, is somebody who knows the truth, who knows the Lord's statutes and commandments, and does not do them. You understand? That person is what?
Lukewarm.
That person is lukewarm. Yes. Well, double-minded person, not really. I won't say double-minded. Because a double-minded person sounds like a person who can't make the mind up. Right? This person's mind is made up. You understand? Like you sinning, it ain't by mistake. Right. You know what I mean? You in the truth, you know the Lord's statutes, you know it's not supposed to eat pork. So if a pork end up in your plate and then in your mouth, you understand? It ain't by mistake. In here, before you eat any meat, you'll do what? If you're not sure, what would you do? He will ask. You know what I mean? If there's meat there, you will ask, what is what? So don't tell me a piece of pork chop end up in your plate by mistake and you put it in your mouth by mistake. You understand? You understand what I'm saying? That's a lukewarm person. A lukewarm person, his mind is what? Made up. He knows what sin is. But he in his mind, I don't care.
Right.
Me, I don't care. Right? One that's in the truth, but still sinning. Yes, Renal. Yes. You understand? Somebody who's in the truth, and meaning he knows better, he knows right from wrong, but he's still what? Sinning. You understand? Now read on.
Verse 17. Because thou sayest, I am rich and increased with goods, and have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art
wretched,
and miserable, and poor, and blind, and naked.
You understand? Now this person saying what? That I'm what? Rich. But he ain't rich because he ain't doing what?
According to God.
He lukewarm. So he definitely ain't rich. Right. So the riches that Christ spoke of, that disciple was going to get the crown, the kingdom, the whole works. No, he ain't going to get it. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Because he's saying what? In the middle of it, they're saying what? Read from and have need. The second line.
Concept. And have need of nothing, and knowest not that thou art wretched.
That thou art what?
Wretched.
You're wretched because you are what? You are a sinner. You understand? Read on.
And and poor.
Miserable. You understand? You on the shoot here, just think Judas. You understand? Just think Judas. He was what? Miserable after he did what he did. You understand? Miserable to the point where he went and did what?
Killed himself.
Committed suicide. You understand? Read on.
And poor and blind and naked.
Poor, blind, and what?
Naked.
And naked. What does that naked mean? Don't hit me the white man terminology. White man see naked.
So like you said, the most I turn his face from you.
Okay, but you say you're poor and what? You're blind. Meaning you mean and what? And naked.
Vulnerable.
Yes, you understand? Like you're a sinner. Right? Read on.
Verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
So what is he saying?
He want you to go to the fire, be hot, be strong in the truth.
No. Well, yes, but tried in that fire, meaning what? That fire, what does fire do to gold? You understand what I'm saying? Fire takes out the impurity. You understand? And it's saying what? Read it again. What type of person the Lord wants? Read.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire.
Gold tried in the fire, man. You brothers and sisters, okay? You all are what? Gold tried in the fire. You understand? Now, if you're lukewarm, the Lord is going to do what with you?
Spew.
He will spew you out. What verse is that?
Verse 16.
He will spew you out. You understand? Right? Read on.
Can I start over?
Yeah. Verse 18. Come on.
Revelation chapter 3 and verse 18. I counsel thee to buy of me gold tried in the fire, that thou mayest be rich, and white raiment.
Yes, and the Lord wants us to be what?
Clean, pure, perfect.
Yes. You understand? He wants you to be what? He wants you to be rich. You understand? And rich in that what? What he promised us.
Right.
He wants us in the kingdom. You understand? He don't want the white man in this kingdom being over us. He wants you in your kingdom and all these other devils and all these other heathens under you, obeying you. You understand? Being your slaves. Yes. Ashamed. Yes, that not naked is a shame, Rena. Correct. Read on.
That thou mayest be clothed, and that the shame of thy nakedness do not appear.
And shame of thy what?
Nakedness
again
do not appear.
What is that talking about? So you putting on what? Your white clothes, right? White raiment. The Lord does not want what to appear? Your nakedness. What's your nakedness? Your sin. You understand? Read on.
And thine eyes with eye sleeves. That's the word?
Yes.
Salves. Salaki, sir.
Your slaves is correct. Salves.
Salves. And anoint thine eyes with eye salves, that thou mayest see.
That thou mayest what?
See.
See. Yes, thing you put some eye drop in the eye, you know what I mean? See, that's what that you know what I mean, what he trying to get you to understand. So that you could what? See. You understand? See what? Right from what?
Wrong.
Wrong. You understand? So I can see that you need to what? Stop sinning. Because remember, the Lord sees everything. You understand? After the Lord see everything, you need truth, he is going to do what? He is going to bring it forward. He's going to show that you're a sinner. You understand? The Lord is going to, he's going to show that you are a sinner. Because he's saying what? You can't be lukewarm.
Right.
You cannot. He is going to spew you out. Meaning what? That it's going to be revealed that you are a what? Sinner. You understand? So while you have on that white garment, stop what? Stop sinning. Stop showing your nakedness. You understand? Read on.
Verse 19. As many as I love, I rebuke and chastise. Be zealous, therefore, and repent.
Be what?
Zealous, therefore.
That's somebody who is hot. You understand? That's somebody who's hot, somebody who's full of zeal for the truth, somebody who's full of zeal to obey the Lord's statutes and commandments. That's someone who is hot. You understand? That's how the Lord wants you if you're in here. You understand? He don't want you doing what? Sinning. You understand? Let's look at our brother in the Bible, who we all know. You understand? Who we all know was once in the truth, right? And then what? Left it. You understand? And we're gonna get where it says in John, where it says in John, 1 John 2:19. Let's go to first let's go to, let me see, come to Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 11:28. Right?
Book of Corinthians, 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 28. But let a man examine himself.
Let a man what?
Examine himself.
That's a brother or sister in this truth here, man. You got to do what?
Examine himself.
You got to examine yourself. You understand? You have to examine yourself. Read on.
And so let him eat of the bread and drink of that cup.
Read on.
Verse 29. For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation
to
himself.
Unworthily will be somebody who is what?
Cold.
No.
Lukewarm.
Lukewarm. Remember, a cold person does not know better. This is speaking here about lukewarm. You understand? There's somebody who knows what it is to be, to know the laws of the Lord and to do what? Choose to be here. That's why you hear some people saying what? The UPK, they're too what? They're too militant. That's their excuse of to go do what? Sin. The UPK this, UPK that. All those things are excuses so that you could do what? Go sin. You don't, amen. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want it. You rather be lukewarm. You understand? You rather know what the truth is and do what? But choose to what? To go sin. Right? Kind to I think let's go and get someone on this Judas. Right? This type of spirit ain't going to stay. You know what I mean? You want to love the white man. You think we too hard on, you know what I mean, white people. We too hard on these other nation. You understand what I'm saying? You on the path. You on that path to go into the Christian church.
Right.
You understand? You're on your path out. You think we're too militant. You're on your way out. You understand? Carry me first to Luke 6 and 16. All right. To show you what Judas he was what? Read. You'll see what Judas was.
The book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 16. And Judas was the brother of James.
And Judas was what? The brother of James.
The
Read
brother
on.
of James. And Judas Iscariot, which also was the traitor.
Which also was the who?
The traitor.
The traitor. The Bible calls him a what?
Traitor.
Judas was a traitor. You understand? Was a traitor. Was he in the truth? Yes, at one point in time he was. Right? But we're gonna see if he really, really was in the truth. If he was just lukewarm. You understand? Skip me to carry me to John 13 and 29. Right? But before you get that, carry me to 1 John 2 and 19. Yeah, carry me to 1 John 2 and 19. All right? So I could show you know what I mean, to show you, you know what I mean, where, you know what I mean, where Judas was really. You understand?
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, and verse 19. They went out from us.
They what?
Went out from us.
So where did Judas went?
Out from us.
He went Christ and his disciples. Read on.
But they were not of us.
They were what?
They were not of us.
They were not of us. You understand? Yes. Sell out. You understand?
Okay.
Like you come into this truth here. You know what I mean? You leave. Shalom. I mean, you was never with us anyhow. Shalom. What can I tell you? You understand? In here, we don't accept sinners.
Right.
You understand? Sinners are not accepted. You understand? I want to say, meaning this. You walk through that door a sinner. I walked through the door being a sinner. But what I had to do, I had to stop sinning. You understand? Right. I had to stop sinning. You understand? That's how you do what? That's on your way to being what?
Repent.
Yes, repenting and being what? Zealous and being hot. You understand what I'm saying? That's you on your way to being zealous, being hot. The whole works. You understand what I'm saying? When I say we do accept sinners, meaning you can't come in here, know the truth, know what the Bible says about a man being in the truth and decide to do what? To sin.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You decide to one day just to give up fighting. Just leave your brothers and your sisters. You understand? You do that, well, shalom. You understand? Read where you're at right now.
The book of 1 John, chapter 2, and verse 19. They went out from us.
They went out from where?
Us.
From us. Read on.
But they
were what?
Not of us.
They were not of us. You leave this school, you was never of us. You understand? Work, toil hard. Come on, GEN.YAHANNA. Those are the generals. You understand? General Hyman, General Yak, General Haas, General Sharma, General Katam, General Kobalaman. Your captains, your officers. You understand? Down to your sisters. Right. You leave, you turn your back on them. You were never with us.
Right.
Right? Read on.
For if they had been of us.
For if they have what?
Had been of us.
Right.
They would have no doubt have continued with us.
They have no doubt they would have done what?
Continued with us.
You understand? Judas did not hold fast to the teachings that Jesus Christ laid down.
Right.
You understand? And you Christians, you are, you know what I mean, you holding on to Judas.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You Christians. You outside of the truth, you holding on to what Judas held on to. And what did Judas, what was Judas' problem in the truth? I mean, a downfall for almost every brother and sister that come into the truth. What's the first thing they're going to think when they come into the truth? Let me see if give me some answers. What stops? What was one of the main things that stop a brother or a son coming into the truth? Come on. Yeah, they say we are in a cult, but when you look at the definition of a cult, you know what I mean, you could, you know what I mean, throw us in all the churches and them, you know what I mean, throw them into. But not really that. What really stops a man or a woman from actually coming into the truth? Boy, oh boy, Vegas McDowell, you gotta hit the nail on the head. Yes. Giving up the old life. If I pay you money, you'll give up that whole life. You know what I mean? So what really stops most of our brothers and sisters from coming in here is
not wanting to stop sin.
Money.
Money.
The majority of us, money. The majority of us is money. When somebody comes in here, first thing, the white man don't give me no job. I don't get no job. I gotta shave my face. I gotta cut my hair. You understand what I'm saying? I can't be seen outside there with you all on the corner. Because if my boss see it, I might lose my job.
Right.
I might do this, that. Why you think Judas sold out?
Right.
You understand? You understand? What was Judas' biggest problem? Come on. Money. You understand? Money. All right? Let me see. You know what I mean? And Judas basically held what? All right? There's material things here, but more so money. You know what I mean? If money was flowing in the street here, boy oh boy. I mean, I had a you know what I mean, force that door shut.
Right.
Because people have been kicking it in here to come into the truth.
Right.
You understand? Come on.
You are giving me a scripture in John prior to First John.
I think it was John 13 and 29. Right? You understand? Like money was the whole thing. You understand? Like it tells you Judas. Let me see if I get it here. Where Judas went, where he went and we went and sat down with the high priest, and they offered him what? With Caiaphas and them, and they offered him money to sell out. That's why you see someone say politicians, they go in there saying they're going to help black people. Hell no, they're going there to help no black people. They're going there to get what? Money. You understand? The pastor is not going to tell you the truth because he wants your what? Money. You understand? That's what's going on. All right? What does John 13 and 29 have?
I thought you asked the Judas and the high priest. I was looking for
Judas? Yeah, get that one. Get that one. I know it's yeah, get that one quick. All right? It's money. You understand? That's the number one problem with black people. I mean, with women, with men. You understand? That paper. Now, let me see. So read that over one more time for me.
First John?
Yeah, First John.
First John chapter 2 and verse 19. The book of First John chapter 2 and verse 19. They went out from us, but they were not of us. For if they had been of us, they would no doubt have continued with us. But they went out that they might be made manifest that they were not all of us.
They were not all of us, man. Like that is known. You understand? That is fully known. All right. Don't worry about that. No.
Luke 22,
come on, give me it.
Book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 2. And the high priests and scribes sought how they may kill him.
So the high priest, your Christian church, your Catholic church, you understand? Your Pharisees and the Sadducees. Read on.
For they fed the people.
For they what?
Feared the people.
They feared the people because what Christ was doing, the miracles Christ was doing, you understand, was waking up brothers and sisters all around. You understand? And what was Caiaphas or the high priest and them fitting to do or lose? They were fitting to lose what? What were they fitting to lose? Anybody on YouTube, Facebook? Come on.
The political power and money.
Money. You understand? Not money. They was fitting to lose that seat and money. And they did not want to lose it because what Christ was doing, he was actually doing the what? The work. You understand? They're just like a Christian church. You understand? But Christ was out there doing the what? The work. You understand? Read on.
Verse 3. Then entered Satan into Judas.
Then entered who?
Satan into Judas.
Now, remember this. Then entered Satan into Judas. Read on.
Surnamed Iscariot. Being one of the number of the 12.
Being one of the number. That's why I was saying what? He was there at one point in time. He was with Christ and the 12 disciples. But was he really in the truth? What was Judas? He was. Yes, but what was Judas? Judas was hot, cold, lukewarm. What was Judas?
I said lukewarm.
Yeah, you was doing what the Lord does. Spew you out. You understand? You want to be a sinner, you want to lust after money, you want to lust after whatever you want to lust after, you're going to get spewed out. That's why I say this school here, you understand, is only what? Part. You understand what I'm saying? Straight and narrow. Some things you're going to have to give up. You understand? Some things you definitely will have to give up to be in this truth. Christ tell the rich man. Christ told the rich man to do what? Christ had loved that rich man. He told the rich man to do what? Come on.
Sell all your riches and follow me.
Yes. Christ told the rich man to sell all the riches and follow me. Did that rich man follow Christ? Hell no. You understand? He didn't. That's the problem with most of us, man, giving up that money. You understand? Paying your tithes. You understand? Pay your tithes. You ain't paying your tithes, you ain't no different than somebody who's slobbing on some pork. You understand? You ain't no different than a brother putting a blunt in his mouth.
Right.
You understand? Pay your tithes. Not paying your tithes is a sin. And you're going to be exposed. Do you understand?
Right.
Go on.
Verse 4.
I want to say exposed, meaning by the Lord. The Lord He's going to expose you. He's going to expose you. You understand? Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 22 and verse 4. And he went his way and communed with the chief priests and captains. How he may betray him unto them.
How he may be what? Betray?
Betray him unto them.
All right. Read on.
Verse 5. And they were glad.
And they were glad. Who's the they?
The high priests and the captains.
Yes, they were glad. Your high priests were glad. All right, read on.
And covenanted to him
to give him
money.
To give him money. You understand? That's what Judas wanted. He wanted money.
Covenanted him.
You understand? What the Bible says about money? The love of money is what?
Root of all evil.
All evil. You understand? All evil. You understand? Judas is not the first and he's not the last. You understand? Right? Now, carry me to John 17. Right? We're going to start at verse 9 to 12.
I was reading John 13 and 29.
Now, don't worry about that. Go to John 17, 9 to 12. You understand? You know what I mean? What does it mean to be in the truth? You're going to understand. After this class, you're going to understand what it means to be in the truth, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? To be in this truth, you need to have a certain type of discipline, certain type of militancy about you. You understand? Certain type of integrity about you. You understand? That is what you will be required to have to be in this school. You understand? High morals. You understand? Read.
The book of John, chapter 17, verse 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world.
You pray for who?
I pray for them.
Who's the them?
The hot.
Yes, the hot. The brothers and sisters who are in the truth and doing what the Lord say to do. Read on.
I pray not for the world.
I pray what?
Not for the world.
I pray not for the world, meaning the brothers and sisters who what? Who out there? Who in the world? You understand? Who in a Christian church? You understand what I'm saying? You lukewarm, you nigh unto being where? You in the world.
Right.
You understand? Read on.
But for them which thou hast given me.
But for them, for thou hast what?
But for them which thou hast given me.
You know what I mean? Then most side, that's why you thank the Lord every day you wake up. You should thank him and for opening your eyes, for having mercy on you and opening your eyes. You understand? Because there's so many brothers and sisters who read that same Bible and they do not see what you see. And it's only because the Lord had mercy on you. You know what I mean? On us, that we're able to see. You understand? Read on.
So like you say, if I may.
Uh-huh.
And what you said is so powerful that 2 days ago I was telling like
you could talk.
A couple of days ago I was talking to two of my brothers and I was telling them like I also gave them a scripture to help strengthen them. Don't let the flesh win, because being in the truth is not you decide to be in the truth, it's the Most High who chose you to be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So don't go back out there and do things of this world.
Yeah, you don't take it lightly.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't take it lightly. Somebody who lukewarm took it lightly. You understand what I'm saying? You take this thing and run with it, man. Be hot. You understand? Read on.
Verse 10. And all mine are thine, and all thine are mine.
Right.
And I am glorified in them.
And I am what?
Glorified in them.
Glorified in them. You understand? Meaning they what? That what?
Those that hot, proud of them.
Right? He glorified in them, meaning what? That Christ, if Christ was walking here today, he'll be doing the same thing what you will be doing. You understand? He'll be doing the same thing you will be doing. Right? Read on.
Verse 11. And now I am no more in the world,
right,
but these are in the world.
All right. So he then, you know what? He about to do what? He about to go die. All right. Read on.
And I come to thee, Holy Father, keep through thine own name.
Keep true what?
Thine own name.
All right. Read on.
Those whom thou hast given me.
You understand? Keep your name in them, like keep your reputation in these men that you have what?
Given me.
That you have given me. Read on.
That they may be one as we are.
That they may be what?
One as we are.
Meaning what? One as who are?
On the same accord with the Most High and Christ.
Right? Yes, Christ and the Most High on the same accord. So Christ is praying that these brothers be on the same accord as what? As Christ and the Most High. Right? Read on.
Verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name.
I kept them in the name. Meaning what? Like he taught these brothers. You understand? And so he taught them how to do what? How to obey the Most High. You understand? You only find that in the I.S.U.P.K. I'll tell you that.
And so like if I may, can I also say, if I'm breaking it down, that Christ taught the brothers to abide in the reputable name of the Most High.
Yes, you can say that too, but just make it simple. I mean, he taught the brothers and sisters how to do what? How to follow the laws. You understand? He came to show you the best way to follow it, how to follow it. He laid the blueprint down. You understand? No, you ain't had to go and wonder how to do this.
Right.
He laid the blueprint down for you. Read.
I'm going to read verse 12 again. John chapter 17 and verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept, and none of them is lost.
And what?
And none of them is lost.
No, none of them is lost. All right? Read on.
But the son of perdition.
But the what?
The son of perdition.
The son of perdition. Now, who is this? Somebody on Facebook. YouTube. Who is this? You can type in your answer. I'll give you a minute. Who is this speaking about here?
I think I know who it is.
All right, so read one more time for them.
The book of John, chapter 17 and verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou givest me, I have kept. And none of them is lost, but the son of perdition.
Right? So remember this, right? Remember how we speak, right? When we say son of anything, meaning you are the closest thing or have the closest characteristic to what comes after son of. You understand? So when they say Christ is the son of God, it's just meaning that Christ was the best of us. You understand? It wasn't saying that Christ was actually the son of God. You understand? It was just saying he was the best example to follow.
Right.
You understand? When somebody called you a son of a bitch, it doesn't mean that you came from a female dog. Right. You understand? Son of is just letting you know that you have the closest to this whatever comes after to a female dog. You understand? Or son of a gun. You understand what I'm saying? Right. So don't think it has anything to do with like no, because someone said the devil, right? I will think beyond that, all right? It's someone he's talking about, right? Just say it's the son of what? Perdition, right? I'll give you one more minute. Right? All right. Give one more minute. You understand?
Read one more time.
Yeah, read one more time. You understand?
The book of John, chapter 17 and verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name. Those that thou gavest me, I have kept. And none of them is lost.
And none of them is lost.
But the son of perdition.
But the what?
The son of perdition.
But the son of perdition. Somebody saying Esau? No. Come on.
Satan. You are a seed of Satan, meaning that you are a man of sin.
Yes, but okay. Remember who Christ praying for right now. If I'm being specific, he's praying for who?
The Jews.
More so for the disciples. All right. If I'm being specific, he's praying for the disciples right now. All right. Now, if Christ is praying for the disciples, right? He's saying he prayed for them. But what? Let's read the but after the
but. The son of perdition.
But the son of perdition. I get him one more minute. I get him one more minute to get it. Yes, I get one more minute to get it. All right. Do you have his undervan on here?
Right.
All right. Check and see if perdition is in there. Ah, boy. Somebody hit the nail on the head. Tamar, you got it. Let me see if anybody else going to bring it home. Let's see if anybody else going to bring it home. All the way home. All right. But the son of perdition. Yeah, perdition?
I don't have perdition, but I know who he's talking about.
All right. Give me perdition. I want to see if there's perdition. Son of man, son of man, son of perdition.
No, it's not in that one.
So, okay, it's like, go ahead.
I got it. You want me to read son
of
perdition?
Yeah, son of perdition.
Son of perdition, a phrase used to designate two men of the New Testament. Christ used it in referring to Judas Iscariot.
Yes, whoever got it, it was Judas, right? This is talking about Judas, all right? So it's like saying he's son of the devil. You understand what I'm saying? Like he what? He what? He working for who? Satan. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? It's almost like the opposite to what? The son of what?
Man.
No, son of God. Right? It's almost the opposite to the son of what? God. Yeah, right? You call him a son of perdition. Is you basically calling him, telling him, you know what I mean, he come from the devil. You understand? Right. And he acting, you know what I mean, like Satan. Right. You know what I mean? You're full of demons. You understand? Yes, man, you was correct. Judas Iscariot. Right? So read it one more time.
Definition?
No, the scripture.
The book of John, chapter 17 and verse 12. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in thy name.
Right.
Those that thou gavest me, I have kept. And none of them is lost. But the son of perdition.
But the son of perdition, you understand? Now Christ said it. You understand? Christ knew Judas was the one to do it. You understand? And would and at a point in time told Judas to go do it quick. You understand? And that caused an argument amongst the disciples, because they started to ask each other, question each other, and who's going to do this? Who's going to do that?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We men, we going to argue, but we ain't going to fight and kill each other. You understand? You may argue about something, but at the end of the day, you know what I mean? We going to agree on one thing, and that's the truth. You understand? We're going to agree on this. You understand what I'm saying? Arguments are going to come. Disagreements are going to come. You understand what I'm saying?
Question, I don't want. So can we say that the son of perdition is a man of sin?
Yeah. Yeah. Simple. You understand? All right. So now carry me to Luke 14 and 26. All right. Carry me to Luke 14 and 26.
Luke chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father.
Oh, so hold on. You sure you're reading what's in that Bible? Who's that speaking there right now? Just read above, maybe a 2 verse above it.
2 verses above. The book of Luke, chapter 14, verse 24. For I say unto you that none of these men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Verse 25.
All right, they're talking about your Christian preachers. You understand? Your leaders. All right, read on.
And there went great multitudes with him. And he turned and he said unto them.
No, you want to know what it means to be in the truth? You're going to listen to what Christ going to tell you. Listen to what the disciples had to do. You understand? Read.
The book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father.
And what?
And hate not his father.
And hate not his father. Read on.
And mother.
And what?
And mother.
And mother.
And wife.
And wife.
And children.
And children.
And brethren.
And brethren.
And sisters.
And sisters.
Yea. And his own life also.
And his what?
And his own life also.
And his own life also.
He cannot be my disciple.
He what?
He cannot be my disciple.
Cannot be my disciples. You're going to have to tell me You got to tell me what Christ is saying here. You got to tell me what Christ is telling me right here. All right, read it one more time for them.
The book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
He what?
He cannot be my disciple.
All right. So now, see if you can find for me where it says he came to bring a division, variance between. All right. Let's get it. All right. Is a man of Satan, a person who unfortunately listens to a voice. Well, it was not fortunate for Judas to listen to, or I should say, essentially voice. That voice basically is a demon. You understand? It ain't unfortunate. You understand? I think it's the book of James. It speak of say, count yourself. Let's get out there first. You understand? Let's get that. All right.
James?
Yeah, James. I think it's James, somewhere in James 1. Let me see if I find it here quick. All right. Like what really went on with Judas, and what is really going on with, your brothers and sisters, your mother and father who in the Christian church. You understand? Let's see. Where's James? James. Let's see. 1. Let's see. See if we can find it for me in James. Yes, to my Most High comes first and must take priority over all things or person. Right. All right. I think it's somewhere in James. I can't remember off the top of my head. Where in James. All right. Let me see if I get it quick for you, all right?
What was the phrase?
Where it talks about temptation. All right. And lust. Speaks about temptation, lust. All right. Let me see if I find it here quick for you. All right. Like what?
Verse 14.
Okay, read what I have there.
Book of James, chapter 1, verse 14. But every man is tempted.
But every man is what?
Is tempted.
Every man is tempted. Woman, man, child, whatever. I say child, but woman, man. You understand? We all gonna be what?
So can I read up on verse 13?
Come on.
The book of James, chapter 1, and verse 13.
Let
no man say when he is tempted.
Let no man say when he is tempted.
I am tempted of God.
I'm tempted of God. You understand? Let no man say that. You know what I mean? But read on.
For God cannot be tempted with evil.
For God cannot be tempted with evil. You understand? You being tempted is not of what? Is not of God. Right? Read on.
Neither tempteth he any man.
Neither the Lord don't tempt you. You understand? Read on.
Verse 14. But every man is tempted.
But every man is tempted. What comes before temptation? Read on.
When he is drawn away in his own lust.
What comes before temptation?
In his own lust.
Lust. You understand? Lust. You understand? And Christ came to show you how to what? How to fight your temptations. How to fight your lust. You understand? You love, ain't no problem with loving a sister with a big tail or whoever you want to, you want to look at it. Ain't no problem with that. The problem is when this sister have a man. You understand? Christ told you what to do. You understand? He tell you don't even what? Look. You understand? Don't even look. You understand? You love money. Christ told you how to deal with that. You understand? Where you say man can't live by what? By bread alone. You understand what I'm saying? But by the word of the Most High. You understand? He taught us how to deal with these things with our lusts. Right? Have any more to it?
Verse 15.
Read on.
Then when lust have conceived, it bringeth forth sin.
So when you love money, you're going to do what?
Sin.
You're going to sin. When you're in love with money, you're going to sin. You understand? When you want to in Judah's case, he lusted after what? Money. So that led him to do what? Be a traitor. You understand? That led him all the way where? Out the truth. And if you wasn't with us, it was what? Never what? With us. You understand? All right. Where we at right now?
James chapter 1 and verse 15 in the middle.
Go ahead.
And sin, when it is finished, bring forth death.
And sin, when it is what?
Finished, bring forth death.
It bring forth death, punishment, you name it. You understand? So what happened? What happened to Judas? Basically, is he fell for his lust. He ain't fight. He ain't fight his lust. He ain't go to Christ and tell him, "You have a problem. I need some help." You understand? You brothers and sisters out there, get counsel. You understand? Get counsel, man, on whatever you're fighting. You understand? Whatever you're dealing with, get counsel. Don't just sit back there and think you could fight by yourself. You understand? You end up like Judas. You know what I mean? I wouldn't think twice. I wouldn't ask for you if I see it. I ain't asking for you. But if you're here, man, I happy.
Right.
You go, I'm still happy. Because my brothers and sisters still here with me.
Right.
You understand? And down and rocking and rolling. You understand? Go back to
Matthew chapter 10. Sir.
Matthew chapter 10. Read Matthew chapter 10.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. Think not that I come to send peace on earth. I come not to send peace, but a sword.
He came not to send what?
Peace.
Peace on earth. This is like what we just read in Luke what? 14 and 26. Read.
Verse 35. For I have come to set a man at variance against his father.
Right. He came to set a man at variance against his father. You understand? Why? Why is Christ saying this? Come on. Why is Christ saying this? Only one reason why he's saying this.
Because when you in the truth, then you understand the truth and the law, statutes, and commandments. For example, your mother will cook the pork and you tell her it's not good to eat pork.
Right.
You will have a problem with your mother.
Right.
Because you're following Christ.
Right. Right. Like you could throw in everything here right now. Your Christmas, Mother's Day. Boy, you don't celebrate Mother's Day. Mommy looking at you like you son of perdition. You understand? That's what mommy looking at you as. You in a cult. You understand? Because you don't want to worship on Mother's Day.
Right.
You understand? That's why Christ said what? Read it.
For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
You don't want to celebrate Father's Day. You don't want to celebrate your father's birthday. You understand? Read on.
And the daughter against a mother. And the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law.
Like this truth here, you learn this truth because this path is narrow. It's going to collide with Christianity.
Right.
You understand? And when it collide, it's going to be, you know what I mean? It's going to be mommy, you arguing with mommy, you arguing with daddy on what the scripture says.
Right.
You understand? You doing everything in this Bible. You understand? And they still look at you as being what? The devils. I mean, make you look like, like something wrong with you for obeying everything in this Bible. You understand what I'm saying? That's what they make it look like.
Right.
You put the drugs down, you put the weed down, you put the pipe down, you put the heroin down, and now you're coming to the truth and start doing the Lord's statutes and commandments. Now mommy and daddy looking at you as like, what's wrong with you? I stop sinning.
Right.
You should be happy.
Right.
Right? You should be happy. But nah, they ain't happy for that. That's why Christ said what? Read it again.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against the mother-in-law. Verse 36. And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
And it's what foes?
And a man's foes shall be they of his own household.
What does it mean what does it mean when it say foes? What does it mean when it say foes? Come on.
Enemy.
Enemy is going to be they of his own what? Household.
Yeah.
Now go back to Luke. All right.
So like I have like one more. 37. If you want me to read, I will.
Which one?
Matthew chapter 10, 37.
Come on, read it.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 37. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me.
Is not what?
Is not worthy of me.
Amen. To be in this truth, you got to do something. You know what I mean? You got to do something. And Christ is telling you what you got to do. So go back to Luke 14 and 26.
The book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also.
And his own life also.
He cannot be my disciple.
Cannot be Christ's disciple. You understand? Count it a blessing if you're in the truth here.
Right.
Blacks and Hispanics. Count it a blessing. You understand? Because you wouldn't learn these things in the Christian church. Christian church will tell you what? Listen to your mother and father.
Right.
You understand? Listen to mommy and daddy. You know what I mean? You celebrate is your mother and father 50th anniversary. Celebrate it. You got to say hell no if you're in the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? If you're in the truth, tell your mom and dad tell you, you know what I mean? You had to celebrate Christmas. If you didn't celebrate Christmas, then, you know what I mean, we're putting a timeline on you to leave. You know? Call. Pick the phone up and call. You understand? Pick the phone up and call. Get help. Get the counsel on dealing with these things, man. I mean, Christ telling you that you have to hate what? Your mother, your father, your wife. You understand? Because some of us married to dragons and cracklings. You understand what I'm saying? What your children,
your brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life also,
and your own life also. You understand? You gotta do that. You gotta do what Job did. What did Job realize after the Lord took away everything from him?
He's still alive. Oh, so like I said, the Most High had blessed him, so the Most High can take away from him.
Yeah, but give me more. Go to Job. I think it's 46. So it's the last chapter in Job.
42.
But 42. Not so far. Unto Job. Let's see. Job 42. Let's see what 5 is saying. What did you say, 17?
God, nobody. Probably is 7. Was 7.
And then yes.
7, right?
Let's see. 7. No. Skipping it over. Yeah. Skip it. Yeah. Skip over that line. That line right there. Verse 6. Verse 6. You know what I mean?
The book of Job, chapter 42 and verse 6. Therefore, I abhor myself.
I what?
I abhor myself.
Job is saying, what?
I abhor myself.
What does that mean? Come on.
I hate myself.
That's what Job is saying. And what Christ was telling you have to do what?
You have to
hate your what?
Yourself, your own life.
Your own life. Do you understand? You have to hate your own life. Do you understand what I'm saying? You have to. You understand? That lifestyle, you have to hate it. You understand? Like, read on.
And repent in dust and ashes.
And Job what? Repented in what?
Dust and ashes.
And ashes after it. Like at the end of all of this, you have to do what? You have to hate yourself. You understand? You know what I mean? You can't want to do what you want to do. You understand? You can't think what you doing is right. You understand? You know what I mean? There's a book to go by. There's rules and laws to go by. You understand? That's how you know there's rules and laws to go by in this Bible. You understand? So read over verse
6.
No, go back to Luke 14 and 26.
Book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 26. If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
He cannot be what?
My disciple.
Cannot be the Lord's disciple, man. Christ's disciple. You understand? Cannot. If you love your mother and father more than anything else in this world, brother, then the truth ain't for you. You understand? Don't even think about joining the UPK. You understand? Because you're going to be lukewarm. You're going to be up in here, and they're going to be wanting to celebrate Christmas or birthday with daddy, and the Lord going to spew you out. You understand? Come on.
So, let me ask this question. Like, if a brother has like a rib, right? And I've seen this in the world. I'm just asking. If a brother has a rib and he's in the truth, or vice versa, and takes most of the advice from their mother, would that be part of it as well?
Say that one more time.
Like a sister has a husband and he's a mama's boy. You know what I'm saying? And he's not doing according to the law when it comes to his wife, but following his mother. Does that constitute him to be following after the word and not Christ?
If you're taking advice from somebody outside the truth, I wouldn't advise anybody to do that. You understand? I wouldn't advise them. But, you know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? You really how to get counsel on it first. I just won't do it. You know what I mean? 99% of the times, they may not be giving you the correct counsel.
Right.
So I won't do it.
So then my question is, I'll be going against what Christ taught.
Basically, because Christ, the disciples ain't go outside to get no advice or nothing. You understand what I'm saying? You want to get advice on what to do, you got to come to the men of the Lord.
Right.
And we right here. We just one, you know what I mean? Just a few buttons away. And pick your phone up, boop, 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 boop. You understand? You know what I mean? Put a number on speed dial, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, I would not get no counsel from anyone outside of the truth to deal with nothing pertaining to life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? To pertain to nothing. You know what I mean? You want to get a house, whatever. You know what I mean? Get that counsel first inside here. The counsel inside here might tell you, go talk to this person. Like, go talk to this lawyer. Go, you know what I mean, talk to this person in this firm here. Whatever.
Right.
But at least again, the counsel from where in here. You understand what I'm saying? All right. Where we at right now? Go to Proverbs 16 and 18.
All
right. This is the opposite of somebody who does not what? Hate themselves. All right. Is the opposite. All right. Somebody who is what? Full of pride. You know what I mean? Is the opposite. You understand? You get it? Go ahead and read it.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
What?
Pride goeth before destruction.
The Bible is saying pride goeth before destruction. You're proud as can be. Nobody can tell you nothing. You know what I mean? You always think you're right. You know what I mean? You want to listen. You counseling your own self about certain things. What's it saying?
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goeth before destruction. You understand? Read on.
And haughty spirit before a fall.
Right? And a haughty spirit before a fall. You understand? That's pride again. Yes. You proud as can be. I mean, that coming before a fall. You understand? That's you being what? Lukewarm. You understand? You can't want to be lukewarm and being the truth. Ain't no way and day that gonna happen. You understand? Ain't no way that's going to happen in here. You understand what I'm telling you? It's not going to happen. You understand? Let me see if I get this one for you too. Right? How some people feel in the truth. You know what I mean? And they leave. Right? Let me see if I get here quick. What does it say?
No, I'm thinking of what the scripture is and trying to remember it.
Okay. I might be able to get it. No. Yeah, I ain't getting it right now. So don't worry about that. All right. So read that over one more time for me. Proverbs 16 and 18.
Book of Proverbs chapter 16 and verse 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Yes. So pride goeth before destruction. You understand? Like you coming to serve the Lord, you coming into this truth, you better get rid of that pride.
Right.
You better get rid of that pride quick. You come around the men and the Lord with that type of pride, you won't be getting checked from now till, you understand, until he decide to what? Leave. Who cares? You understand? But the Bible says, you know what I mean? What?
Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goeth before destruction. You understand? Like you in here, brothers and sisters, you in here, you, as the Bible says, you should do what? Examine yourself. You understand? Examine yourself. You understand? Go to don't always want to do this. Go to Matthew 7 and 1. Right? Go to Matthew 7 and 1. All right.
Book of Matthew.
Go ahead.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 1. Judge not that ye be not judged.
What is that saying? What is Matthew? Where you at?
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 1.
What is Matthew 7 verse 1 saying? Read it one more time.
Judge not that ye be not judged.
Come on, somebody had to break that down for me quick. You have a few more minutes. Somebody had to break that down for me quick. Anybody on the Facebook, the YouTube? We at Matthew. Where? Tell them where we at.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 1.
Matthew 7 verse 1. Come on. I want to give it a try.
Come. You're basically saying don't quick to take the mole out of somebody's eyes before you examine yourself.
Yeah, basically that's what it's saying. But when it said judge not, what is it saying?
Don't condemn somebody for what they've done.
Okay.
Unless you are not guilty of it yourself.
Okay, how do you condemn somebody for what they have done? When they say don't condemn them, what do you mean?
Like, I probably would call out a brother for smoking weed, but you know secretly he's smoking weed.
Well, yeah, now again, so something, you know what I mean? Like, what you want to do is, okay, the perfect example is somebody give me an example in the Bible. Give me an example in the Bible. And when it say judge, read that one more time in verse.
Matthew chapter 7 and verse 1. Judge not, so that ye be not judged.
Judge not. Bible speaks about judging someone. Okay. When it said judge not, right? Meaning what?
Don't punish.
Yes, that's what I want to hear. Right? Judge not. Meaning you can't now go and punish somebody for doing something. Right? For doing something wrong or sinning. Right? Judge not, lest what?
Judge not, that ye be not judged.
That ye be not judged. You understand? Yes. Yes. Don't punish nobody. Yes. Don't stone nobody. Yeah, for sure. Don't do that. All right. Yes. But one example. You understand? Because plenty brothers and sisters out there will say, you judging me, you judging me. But we're not judging you. We're telling you what's right and what's wrong. What the Lord love and what the Lord do not love. You understand? So when it says judge not, you're going to understand plainly what it says. You understand? You want an exact punishment on somebody who's sinning, and you the biggest, you know what I mean? You want to, you know what I mean? You want to roll up a blunt. You want to do this, that, the other.
Like I said, John 8 and 7.
Story about Lazarus. The story about Lazarus. Let's see. That's more so. Where you at?
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 3.
Go ahead.
The book of John, chapter 8 and verse 3.
But tell me the story first.
The story is when the adulterous woman came.
That's the story. With the adulterous woman. I read.
Book of John, chapter 8 and verse 3. And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery.
So this woman was taken in adultery. Meaning she did what?
She slept with another.
Hold on.
She slept with another man and she was married.
Right. So this woman was married and she was caught sleeping with another man. Right. So this woman was caught in adultery, meaning she was in the act. You understand? And they dragged her out. Go on.
And when they had set her in the midst, verse 4, they say unto him, Master, this woman has taken in adultery.
This woman was what?
Taken in adultery.
So they brought this woman onto Christ. You understand? They was always trying to get Christ. They were always trying to kill Christ. You understand? So they brought this woman who was caught in adultery and said, what, Master, what?
Master, this woman was taken in adultery.
Read on.
In the very act.
In the very act, meaning she was on it. She was in the bed, whatever, naked, whatever, doing the, you know what I mean, the whole shebang. Read on.
Verse 5. And Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned.
Right? Moses commanded what? This judgment on somebody who was caught in what? In adultery. You understand? This type of judgment. Right? You get caught being an adulterer, you are going to be what? Stoned to death. All right, read on.
But what sayest thou?
Right? Now they ask Christ, what sayest thou? Read on.
Verse 6. This they said, tempting him that they might have to accuse him. Right,
to accuse him because they wanted to kill Christ.
Right.
They wanted to make him found to what? Be a what? A sinner.
Right.
You understand? A blasphemer, whatever. You know what I mean? To go against the law. Right, read on.
But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground.
Right, read on.
As though he heard them not.
So he was ignoring them at this point. Right, read on.
Verse 7. So when they continued asking him, he lifted up, he lifted up himself and said unto them, he that is without sin among you, let him cast the first stone.
Right, judge not, lest ye be what? Go back to Mark.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 1.
Mark, that's Mark, right?
This is John.
Matthew, I mean, yeah, sorry.
The book of Matthew, chapter 7 and verse 1. Judge not, that ye be not judged.
Right? Judge not, that ye be what?
Not judged.
Judged. You understand? Like you want to carry out punishment on somebody, the Lord waiting for you. You understand?
Right.
The Lord is waiting for you. You understand? Read on. Is there any more for Matthew?
That's it.
That was it? All right. So we got to understand these things, man. You understand? What does it mean to be in the truth, man? You know what I mean? You got to give up everything. You know what I mean? As some of you brothers were saying on the comment. You got to give up everything. You know what I mean? When you come in here, you are doing all the work for who? For the Lord.
Right.
You understand? That's why you know what I mean? In Revelation was telling us, you know what I mean? Make sure of your crown. You understand? Make sure. You understand? Each have a, you know what I mean, a role to play, a part to play. You know what I mean? Do it. You understand? You sisters out there, you know what I mean, with these brothers, you rock with these brothers, man. You get down all the way. You understand? Get down all the way. Brothers, you all, let's lace our boots up, go down the street, teach and build this school up, man. You understand? Pull with brothers who cold and get them in here to get them hot. You understand?
Right.
And you, brothers and sisters who want to be lukewarm, the Lord has something for you. You understand? He has something for you. You understand? And pay your tithes. If you ain't paying your tithes, you're lukewarm.
Right.
You understand? Straight up and down. You're lukewarm if you ain't paying your tithes. All right? Pay your tithes. All right? You know what I mean? Because what did James, what is said in James? Give me James 2 and 10 before we leave. Give me James 2 and 10. You understand? Come up in here because you know what you're supposed to do. You know that tithes belong to the Lord. And pay him. Pay the Lord. Go ahead.
The book of James, chapter 2 and verse 10.
I don't know if it's 9 to 10 or 10. Read.
For whosoever shall keep the whole law and yet offend in one point.
Yet offend in one point, not paying your tithes. Read on.
He is guilty of all.
He is guilty of all. You understand? And the Lord is going to what? Make it appear.
Right.
You understand? You're going to put on your white garments, your white raiments, and the Lord is going to make it appear that you're naked. He's going to show your nakedness. You understand? So pay your tithes, man. And with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to priest and officer Aya to give you the announcements. See if I get it here for you. You have it there?
I have it in a text message. When you put it up.
Yes, I should have it here, man. You have it? Come on, read it. So we'll get the announcements, all right? Clap it up. Come on. That's right.
We are the I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K. security announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding rule.
Right.
Security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21 and Malachi chapter 3 and verse 8 to 10. Tithes means tenth in Hebrew and is pronounced ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. 10% of every penny and every increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations.
Number 8, I believe.
Feast of dedications. Hanukkah, Saturday, 1st December 2018, for 8 days.
Oh, that's a Madiam.
A Madiam.
Wapanya Akwadam. Wapanya Akwadam.
Wapanya Akwadam.
Which means rise and face these. Which means rise and face these.
I said the Lord pray. The Lord pray in Hebrew. Abanaw. Shabashamayim. Kodash. Haya. Shamka. Yahweh. Malakothka. Thaba'a. Ratazaka. Haya. Aisha. Ba'arataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Nathan. Lanawa. Lakan. Ka. Yawan. Wasalak Lanawa. Kawabwaf Lanawa. Kasalak Nawa. Kabawab Waf Yanawa. Wala'a. Thabayawan. Banasayawan. Abal. Awashai Nawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Amalakwath. Wa'ala. Wahatha. Para. La'ai walamyam. Aman.
So in English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our
daily bread.
And forgive us our debts.
And forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not.
And lead us not
into temptation.
Into temptation.
But deliver us. From evil.
From evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be.
So be.
Sir, wish me to turn.
Sir.
Wish me to turn. All right. I'm going to give the teacher a cut to this. Go ahead. Say it.
I.M. Shabbat. I.M. Barak. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatam. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Barakatam. Class dismissed.
All right, Shalom Facebook, Shalom YouTube.